Hi, my lovelies, and welcome back to my Wonder series. This is the third part in this series where now I'm going to be talking about the genre study. Now, the genre study, of course, the ESL kinder kids are not going to understand this. So I just read what it says, and then after I read it, I go, hey guys, so animals, frogs talk? Yes, frogs talk like I talk, you talk? They say no. And that's how I get them to understand folk tale. Then we move on to the characters. I would ask them, who's in the story? What animals? You have frog, who else? Snail, good. How are they like me? How they like me? They do what? Do they talk? Yes, they talk. What did they say? They said frog bragged about being faster, and snail complain about being slower. Can snails and frogs do that? Can a frog brag? No. So it's folk tale, okay? Then we talk about the sequence of events given by the author and the order. Of course, they're not going to understand this. So I just read it and I just try to explain it as best I can. Even in their language, I don't think they will understand this. Once again, I don't think native English speaking children understand this, but we got to get through it. And this section, they have it in their workbook where it's also like this. So we will go through this together. I'll read it and have them fill in the blanks together. And once we do that, then they have to go to their workbook and they have to write everything down. All of this they have to write down. So to help them know what to write down, I get my red marker and I'll just put a dot under each word that I want them to write down. And they have all of this to write down, and they absolutely hate Wonders because they hate writing this. But I put a dot under everything. I was like, if it has a red dot under it, you write it, so they're not confused on what to write and what not to write, because they have to write all of this. This is another reason why they hate Wonders. The next section of this is vocabulary. So vocabulary, we do it all the same. Once again, we will read the sentence together. I would say, stand up and balance on one leg. That's balance. Can you make a sentence with balance? And they tried to make a sentence with balance, and we would do this with all the vocabulary words. So they have 2 sets of vocabulary words in each section, one for the big story and one for the small story. This is the small story. So for the small story, I will play it first, let the audio read the whole story for them first, and then we will read the story together as a class. The reason I do this is that they can pay attention when they're reading it themselves. After we have read it, we will go through the answers together. So then I would say, show me your pointing fingers. Give me your pointing fingers, okay? Show me how to underline with your finger in the air. How to underline. Good job, that's underline. So then tell me why animals move fast. What sentence here tells you how animals move fast? Underline it with your pencils. Good job. Now give me your pointing finger. Tell me a circle. Show me a circle in the air. Good job. That's a circle. So how fast a falcon goes? What sentence tells us this? Good job. Circle it with your pencil. Good job. And we continue to do that throughout the small story. Give me your pointing finger. Show me, how do you underline? Good job, that's how you underline. Show me a circle. How do you circle? And I'll make them use their pointing finger to show me how to underline and circle in the air with their pointing finger, and then they would do that with their fingers. We will go through this page once again together. A falcon, what helps a falcon go? Its big wings. Good job. What helps a cheetah move fast? Its thin body and its legs. A snailfish, how does it go fast? It folds up and it goes fast. Good job. And then the last section, we will read this. How does the author help you learn why each animal can move fast? Usually they can't answer this. Of course, I will have to reword this. And that's it for part 3. And of course, each of these sections will take us about 2 or 3 days to get through. We do not rush, we take our time. All right, happy teaching, my loves.